Stan Gibilisco here, staring with vacuousness of mind into the methane-propelled flames of a Lopi Berkshire gas stove. What I'm going to show you here is the various different intensities that you can have with this stove. Right now it's on low. It's only half of the burners are going and the level of the flame is low. However, one can, with a little manipulation of a remote control, increase the intensity of the flame bit by bit by bit by bit by feeding more gas to it, and then down and down and down and down and down, and then it's off. Then it's back on again. Well, now it takes a while sometimes to come back on. It doesn't want to start up right away. I guess it has something to do with the danger of an explosion. Now, what you can do is set it so that all of the burners are going. And in order to accomplish that little trick, you manipulate the remote control and press another little button. Now all of the burners are going, and this thing be hot. This thing be hot indeed, because it is burning all of the burners. Well, it can go all the way up to the absolute max. And then a fan kicks in so that it won't overheat. And believe me, this stove puts out the BTUs per second like nothing, like everything. In conjunction with the furnace, I didn't even need to use my gas stove down in the nerd cave in order to keep this house really toasty in the quarters where I live, which is the nerd crib. So I'm just sort of showing you. I can't really show you the remote control itself at the same time because I don't have the apparatus. I'm just sitting this iPad on here showing you how this thing works. And you don't want to run that thing on high with the maximum flame and the fan off for very long, or it'll start cooking the paint on the stove and set the fire alarms off. Goes all the way down to minimum flame intensity, but all the burners going. Then you get a little more flame intensity. Run it up to and you can set the fan speed without setting the burner intensity as well. So let's see, what we got here now is all the burners on. Now I just shut half of them off, and you can sort of watch the reduction in the force of the methane as it is propelled by its own pressure. This thing will run, by the way, even if the power goes off. The fan will stop working, but then I've got a generator and uninterruptible power supply to keep that thing going even in the event of a power failure. So I'm no longer bound by the electronics in the furnace or by electric space heaters in the event of a power failure. I could actually survive even if everything failed. The power, my generator. Well, if the methane failed, I'd have to burn wood. But I can. Take a lot to make me cold, because I don't like being cold. How about you? Stan Gibilisco, signing off. Until next time, so long.